I moved from Germany to Poland, and in this video I will show you the 10 things that surprised me most. Let's start with thing number 1. First thing is postbox, or in Polish it's called paczkomat. Hopefully it's correctly pronounced, but you guys will let me know, I guess. This one is specifically from Allegro. When you order on Allegro, you can deliver it directly to this Allegro box, but there are tons of different post boxes. There's All-in or All-in, InPost, Allegro, and I guess a few more, DHL. And I will show you now how you can use that thing, and I will just put my phone out and open that post box from Allegro directly with my phone, and I will just open the Allegro app. Now I'll show you how you open it. You can either go with the code and scan it. You can just click here and open it. I don't speak Polish now, so I switch to English, and you can say pick up. Or with Allegro, you can open directly remotely, and I just push the button and I confirm it, and then it's opening, and I have my package here, and I can close that box again, and everything is picked up. With InPost, you can use InPost app, or you can just hold your phone, the QR code on the scanner, or you can type in a code and confirm it with your mobile phone number. Second thing what impressed me really in Poland is Żabka. Żabka is a little, like a kiosk, maybe you can call it. In Germany we would say it's a kiosk, and you can get their groceries, you can get their drinks, you can get pizza and some kind of hot dog, I would say. I don't know how to call it in Polish, but I will show you around a bit in Żabka what you can get there, and it's quite a lifesaver, I promise. So now I show you around in Żabka, and you find different things like cottage cheese, and every daily product actually you need to get or need to have. You see a lot of drinks, and you can see as well a lot of zero drinks, different types of water, for real, everything you need to get, and some stuff for the bathroom, like general household things.
Aplikacja Żabki?
Nie.
To 29.
The third thing, what is quite different compared to Germany, is renting a flat in Poland. In Germany, you need to make yourself naked, show off your earnings, and have quite a huge process to get a flat. In Poland, you just look on a platform. Usually you can use Autodom, I will show you in a second, and find flats what you can rent. And here a landlord or a person who's renting the flat out to you even don't want to know what you are doing for work, or don't want to see a paper what you're earning and how much you're earning. You just sign the contract, and then you can actually get the flat. That was a thing what kind of impressed me really much, because I just wasn't used to it. And now I will show you Autodom and how you can find a flat for you. So actually you just enter what you want to get, and if you want to rent or buy, and then you can choose the city you are searching a flat. And we are living in Gdańsk, so we searched here, and then you can even set some filters in the area you want to find a flat, and then you can just have a look what is there. You can set more filters here, what the price range should be, what the flat size should be, and then the rooms. And another thing what surprised me really much is that you are renting flats actually with furniture. So you don't get an empty flat. That's pretty common in Germany and maybe in other countries as well in the EU. But here in Poland, I would say 90% of the flats you are renting with furniture. Sometimes you need to bring maybe your own kitchen stuff, and maybe other things for the household, what you need for the bed and stuff like that. But you have a table, you have a sofa or a couch, you have a bed, and mostly if you are renting a 3-room flat or apartment, then the third room is there's another sofa in it, or maybe another bed. Luckily, we found a flat that the third room is empty, so I can work from home, but this is very rarely here. So check out the flats on Autodom and I hope you will find something. Another point is what is like really different in Poland is how you enter actually a flat. I will show you here around, and you see you just walk in the door and then you put a code into the keypad and then the door is opening. And then you have a key for your actual flat, but for the first entrance door to like enter the apartment, you just have a keypad. And the same is when someone wants to ring, and then your apartment has a number and he can enter the number of your apartment, and then your ring will bell and you can open the door and yeah, you just entered the flat. Next point is how do you identify as a person actually here in Poland? Of course, you have your physical ID card, but to really being identified here as a person is the PESEL number. And the PESEL number you will get if you notice yourself here, if you sign yourself here. The PESEL number you can use if you go, for example, to the doctor, then you name your PESEL number, or if you go to the hospital, you can use it as well for finance purposes regarding the tax offices, for example. So this is like a number, what identifies you as a person in every kind of purpose here in Poland. So it's the most important number here actually, what you need. And the next point, when we're talking already about digitalization in Poland, is My Obywatel. And I will show you here in a second on my screen that you can get a better understanding how good Poland is actually in digitalization compared to Germany, and I guess to the rest of Europe as well. With My Obywatel, you have actually kind of a digitalized form of all of your most important documents in your pocket. So as you can see here, the documents like kind of your ID is in a digitalized form in there. You have like your driver's license, you have doctor's prescriptions, you have kind of licenses from your work, if you have like an official license there, documents, all are in one place, and you can identify online with them. Actually, you can sign documents through My Obywatel, and you can use it in every kind of form. In Germany, we're not used to kind of things like that because we have actually a lot of physical mailings. So everything what you are doing, you get a physical mailing in your mailing box. And we would be happy if we would have an app like this. Next thing, as you can already see, is BLIK. BLIK is a kind of a fast payment what you can use in Poland. And it works actually very simple. You can enter or you can go into your mobile banking app and you can pay with BLIK at a payment terminal in a store. You can use it for online shopping. And the sense of BLIK is that you have a very convenient transaction at the end. You just go into your app, you get a code, you can see it here. You put it in the mask in the online shop or in the terminal, and then you need to verify yourself again in the app, and everything is done. You don't need to put your credit card details in there. So it's like a very fast process. It just takes seconds. You can even withdraw money with that BLIK code, so you don't need to have your physical card, put it in the ATM and get your money. You enter your BLIK code in there and then you confirm it and then you get your money. So in Germany, we're using a lot of PayPal, I would say, but this is more for sending money to friends and maybe pay, of course, in online shops. But BLIK is another way to have very convenient transactions, and very fast and very safe. And it's not like separated from usage. It's like completely over central Poland that you can use it in every bank. So it's integrated directly in your bank account, and it's not another service provider like PayPal. Do you actually know how fast internet here in Poland is? I will show you in a second. And let's wait until this has been loaded. So you see, we have like almost 1 gigabyte of internet speed, and I think we pay roughly 80 to 100 zloty per month. Compared to Germany, you need to sell your liver for that because you get maybe 100 to 200 mbits and you pay roughly like 30 to 50 euro per month for that internet speed. And yeah, that's a very nice thing here, what surprised me very much. And very, very good. You can even get access to the internet within 24 hours. So you order it online and yeah, a person from the provider is coming, installs everything, and you get the router and everything is working. I like that. How do people actually buy groceries here in Poland? So in Germany, typically you go to the grocery store and you get your things, what you want to have. In Poland, you can have it much more convenient and you just enter your favorite ordering app, and you can even use Glovo, you can use Frisco, you can use Volt, you can use Uber Eats, and you can order your groceries within this app or over the app. And you can even get it in 20 to 60 minutes, or the next days you can schedule a specific time. And yeah, I will just show you around a bit on the Frisco app. So here is Frisco, and Frisco is like for real a very, very nice app for using to buy groceries. I would say it's a bit more expensive compared to Biedronka or Lidl. And that's the most common stores, I would say, in Poland, Biedronka and Lidl. But yeah, you can see you can go in categories. My app is kind of switched in English, but still there's a lot of stuff in Polish. So I can learn Polish a bit better. Yeah, you can order everything. You can see bananas, apples, avocados, and meat, veggies. You really get everything there. And another app is Glovo. We'll show you as well in a second. And on Glovo you have a bit more options. You can not only buy groceries, you can as well buy food, like ordering. I think in Germany we use a lot of Lieferando or Uber Eats or Volt in Germany as well. But if you go, for example, for the groceries, then you mostly order on Biedronka because they have a partnership with Biedronka. But there are different stores, so you can choose whatever you want. You can even like order in a bakery. You can order pharmacies. You can make a package delivery. So yeah, and this is very convenient, and we are definitely not used to that in Germany, especially if you live in a smaller city or if you live in a village. In Germany, I think we have kind of providers, they're called Picnic or Gorillas. I don't know, I'm not sure, I've never used it so much there. But here in Poland, if you live in a bigger city, then it's very convenient to get your groceries through a delivery service. So my last point in this video is public transportation. Germany, compared to Poland, has a way worse public transportation, in my opinion, because our trains are always late and public transportation is for real very expensive. If you travel like maybe 20 to 30 minutes from one city to another, you pay 5 to 10 euro for this travel. And here in Poland, if you go by tram or a short distance train somewhere, you maybe pay like 5 zloty, maybe 10 zloty if it's a bit longer. Tram and the trains are very sharp on point here. And even the long distance trains are compared for that what you get, the convenience and the punctuality. In Germany, for example, if you compare long distance trains here to Poland, and if you go, for example, from maybe Berlin to Munich, pay, I guess, more than 100 euro. Depends a bit on when you book it. But here in Poland, if you go, for example, from Gdańsk to Warsaw, and it's kind of as well like 2.5 to 3 hours ride by train, you pay roughly, if you're a student, a bit less, 50 zloty per ride. And if as a regular person, maybe 70 zloty, 30 euros for one ride. The trains are really sharp on point here. And another thing is, that's just my personal impression here, the train stations are so much cleaner compared to Germany. There are like no drug addicts, there are no crazy people around. It's very clean, very nice environment. You can sit inside there. I even had the feeling that I sit like kind of in a 4 or 5 star hotel when I was traveling last time. Germany isn't really impressive in this point. If you enter a train station, you can directly smell some pee, or you see some crazy people asking for money, and you really need to have a look on that you won't get robbed So maybe I'm overdoing a bit, but I think you get the point. So I would say it's a wrap with this video. If you don't want to miss out on the next videos, then yeah, you can subscribe that channel for free, and I will see you in the next video. And don't forget to like this video.